Who hasn't played Control yet?
Me.
Okay.
I need to play Control.
Who has played Control? You've played Control. I've played Control. Greg, you've played Control. Okay.
We are
to play it. So I'm gonna get. You want to start? You jump in. You jump in and you.
So you want me to just start playing?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I
Yeah,
mean,
sure. Why not?
we're
Why not? Whatever. Why not? That's fine. That works for me.
We can show you.
Nah,
Ozzy
it's
can
fine.
kind of coach you, I think.
I don't
You
need
remember some of the mechanics.
I mean, we have a save file, right? No, we don't have a save file.
Rookie mistake. You hate to
No,
see
we
it.
don't.
We don't have a,
He
okay.
was like, yes. I thought he would do it.
We do not have a save file. This is fresh.
Wait, why don't
Oh,
we
then
have
he'll get.
You
they'll
can't
get
play
the
this
hang of
with a
it.
controller at all?
You can,
Oh.
but I don't want to.
He doesn't want to, but once you want to,
supports-
You can if you wanna. We just don't wanna.
Yeah, I just don't wanna.
don't wanna.
I don't wanna.
He doesn't
Now
want
maybe
to.
my decision will change at some point, but right now I don't wanna.
Don't want.
I
They
wanna.
did remove the auto aim for the PC version.
He
so
doesn't
those
wanna.
players are going to have to aim.
Is this making you happy, Mother? All your boys telling you.
Oh, they removed the auto aim on
they're
controller
playing
for
this
PC?
video game.
Been playing the games, yeah.
Uh-huh.
If
no,
I
I'm
can get a Diet Ripper, that'd be great. And,
It's not like
some
Halo
of
where
the
they just
sour
leave it in
water
until
melons.
they-
Just bring the sour watermelons.
I'm okay.
TJ, can you grab the sour watermelons?
Yeah, for sure.
You wanna
Hey,
throw it
TJ.
on control?
Maybe.
Maybe?
I guess.
I mean, up to you.
Here we go. Control
Here we go.
time.
Welcome to Control.
This is Control now. This is nominated for a Jeff Keighley Game Award.
What's going on in the chat? Anyone been saying anything?
Hammersuit said he doesn't fat shame dogs.
Yeah, he even gave us
That's
one
all that
bit.
matters.
He
And
said, Greg, don't fat shame dogs.
Mark Stacio said he's taking a break.
You gotta poop? Or-
This is one I want. This
Dinner?
is one I want to play all the way through.
Huh?
This is one I want to play all the way through.
Exactly, and Chris made that point before we even started this.
Yeah.
That this game is probably something that you'd have to spend 30, 40 hours with to really fully
It's a narrative game, so
to
yeah.
really judge. It's a story-based game. It's
I've
single
heard
player.
the funny thing is, from Chatty and other sites, I've heard more about the gameplay than I have the narrative.
I've heard about the gameplay.
The gameplay's neat.
It's fun.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It didn't.
That's what I like. Remedy to me has always done a really good job of blending narrative and gameplay. I love Max Payne. I love Alan Wake.
If only they
Yeah.
made Quantum Break better.
Confession, I kind of liked Quantum Break.
It's all a
I feel
lie.
like kind of like Quantum Break.
Something to
It's fine.
distract us.
I like the majority of the gameplay in Quantum Break, but
Thank you. I think that was
the narrative wasn't great. But
Hammersuit threw one bit into the chat for us.
Well,
no-
he's never
Thank
gonna
you.
Don't
top
dog shame.
that.
poor John didn't had no idea what he walked
Quantum
into.
Break.
Yeah, Hammersuit had no idea what he was walking into there.
What happened?
He walked into Greg being a jerk.
What's JB's
What?
game
I
of
mean,
the
that could
year?
happen at any
Yeah,
moment.
I know.
What's JB's game of the year?
What is Hammersuit's game of the
I see
year?
what's the question.
Let us know in the
And
chat
why is it
below.
Resident Evil 2?
He hasn't played it.
Dude.
Oh no.
You know why?
Why? Spooky?
Super Mario
His
Maker 2.
daughters.
Yes, that's valid.
It's
This
too
game has
violent.
really
They love
weird
RE2.
mouth tech.
You know what
Does
looks
that mean
great
Game of the year is Super
in this
Mario Maker
game?
2?
The
No,
people.
it's-
Yeah.
The people in this game look so good.
Yeah.
Except for her mouth.
Well, the mouths are always an iffy thing, anyways.
I
This
don't
is
know,
just picky
NBA
about
2K soft mouth tech years ago with that LeBron mouth.
Oh, this game
Dang.
is fast. Whoa.
That escalated quickly.
I'm also playing at a very high
We
sensitivity.
got a card carrying member of the PC Master Race over here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, guys.
Okay, so-
Sorry.
We're playing at 12,000 dips.
Yes, you know it.
Yeah, Xbox One X.
Did you get the latest flux
We don't need any of the
capacitor
consoles
from
anymore.
NVIDIA?
Yes. We're just grabbing collectibles. I don't think we need to grab collectibles.
We're
Let's
gonna
get
do
this on.
Remnant on 3 PCs.
Did we ensure that we're cranked up?
That's the one where we have to get.
Let me ensure we're cranked up.
This game does look great. This is on Game Pass, right?
No, we are not cranked up.
Going into
Not even close.
Not even close at all.
So we can do that now.
Who said? Oh,
construct the shot in studio
You
mode.
disable all screen space, image occlusion if you're running ray tracing, it'll do if you're together.
Which one you want me to disable, you said?
SSAO.
We messed up.
SSAO?
Yeah, you don't need that effect if you're running ray tracing because the shadows will be calculated through the ray tracing.
Alright,
It'll
wonderful.
goof up.
We'll get rid of
You
that
get a little
then.
performance back.
I think we're good then with
Oh,
I'm sorry, I heard a toilet.
Should be.
I hate motion blur. I'm getting rid of motion blur. I hate motion blur.
I'll have you know.
It's object based in this one.
That's some nice screen tearing, though.
Just fine.
Whew.
Well, you'd have to enable G-Sync or V-Sync.
No.
Yeah.
Last time it turned out just fine, and then Blake went to the
Also
bathroom and it was
recommend,
not fine at all.
is that monitor only
So
1080p?
we'll find.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay.
Yep.
The faucet.
We regret to inform you it is a 1080p monitor.
That's it.
Wow. All right.
Sorry, we're not dealing with 2K or 4K here.
Oh, you're playing in 2K right now.
You should say crab soup and give him a bit. 1080, I'm out. And just leaves. It's okay, I brought my own monitor and PC.
We're trying to stream here.
Hey, Mr. Janitor guy, what do you got for us? What are you listening to? This isn't the game about being nice.
We also have it right up
Yeah, I forgot. I was looking there now.
Even the seams in his knuckles have real-time shading.
Elevator that way.
Yeah.
This is what PlayStation 5 games are gonna look like.
You think so?
Yep.
Lip syncing.
This is one of these mixed generation games where it's not quite, it's too much for the current, but it'll be what
Yeah.
the early and mid stuff will like on the new one.
I've done enough.
Chris, am I crazy or is the lip syncing on this really damn good?
It can be.
It can be.
Have you seen those Resident
This
Evil?
also has some really cool integration of
That's with,
FMV that's unlike anything I've seen in a game before.
It's like the rubber banding of the graphical effects, and so the lips like flap wildly. I would love to
This
see that
game
on this.
is 100% a headphone game if you get a chance to play it, like in your own home or whatever.
Okay.
The sound design's pretty wild.
It's on my list. It's just a matter of justifying
Yeah.
the purchase.
Did Hammer Suit
Like-
say what his game of the year was?
No, he stopped in, heard Greg
Oh, bathrooms.
defaming Lola's honor,
Toilet deck.
and then
Defaming.
gave us
it all.
1 bit and ran off. That was the end of his time in the chat. That's the only time
Go
he watched
deeper
all
into the
day.
bureau.
Only 1 bit.
That's it. 1 bit. That's like a
One
rage
bit to
quit.
give.
That's a rage quit.
That's like a Twitch chat rage quit right
It's like
there.
giving a homeless person a penny.
That's what I'm saying.
Ah.
1 bit is. That's what you get.
1 bit is like what Scrooge McDuck throws Bob
It's like
Cratchit.
52 steps. It's like 52 steps.
Bob
Alright.
Cratchit's Mickey Mouse in this scenario.
We just gotta
Oh
figure
man,
out how
Mark,
to get deeper.
you missed Greg completely just fat shame a little dog.
Why do you make it seem like I'm yelling
Yeah,
at her? I'm not. I'm like,
You
"Come here,
are."
I'm saying she's cute.
No.
You don't have to yell at Fat Shame.
He said, who has a respiratory problem?
Yeah, he was like, who has a respiratory problem? Who has a respiratory problem? It is me.
If you had cancer and I said that to you, would you be like, oh, that's hilarious,
Who's dying of
Asif?
cancer?
Whose body's slowly eating itself
Yikes.
to death?
Yikes.
Yeah,
Who's only got 6 months to live?
that's what I'm saying.
That's horrible, Greg. You're a horrible
We're gonna
person.
skip that. We're gonna skip that.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah, it's.
What we're getting at is that you're awful.
Where'd all your little hairs go?
You know what's on my mind. My baby
There goes a little bit of that FMV.
17 years since the night of this bureau took him.
She's skeptical. She's looking over at
I hear
me.
what he's saying.
He doesn't want to laugh, but he has to.
You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon?
Give me that murder weapon.
I was just gonna stand up, he's like, no more.
Someone
brother."
told this guy he had to play Death Stranding front to back.
Alright, crabs. Alright.
What did he say?
He said this guy that killed himself had to play Death Stranding front to back.
Oh my god! Jeez! Man.
Oh, God.
You can see it's awesome time.
That's bad. That's bad. This stream is taking a dark turn.
It has taken the dark. It's not even after dark
great.
yet.
$18 box.
This is HDMI 2.
Powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA. Candidate program. Come out of that.
Oh yeah, well, this is a whole thing that people were talking about was like the performance of the year, the director and such.
You must choose to be the chosen one. That is how it works. What do you mean?
I want to be the Highlander.
Chosen one.
What do you mean? That is 100% how it works.
Chosen one.
Sorry, this is a Wendy's.
This is a Wendy's.
Wait, is that really what that said?
Anyone here play Observer 2 years ago?
That's
No.
not how any of that works.
You have to melee.
Yeah.
It is? I don't know. Maybe that's the question, so I don't know. Have you chosen to be the chosen one?
Alright.
I don't want to do that.
Control the gun.
Take the sword.
Here.
Just kidding, it's not that hard.
Lola has to choose to be the chosen one. That's apparently how that works.
She already chose it though.
She chose Khan's.
So is this game super hot?
I guess. I don't know. I'm so bad at aiming sometimes, dude.
I can use keyboard and mouse, dudes.
Wow, I never said I was great. Alright?
It's third-person shooters are like built for controllers.
No, they're not. Shooters are not built for controllers.
Third person.
Listen, it's fine. Alright?
Third person.
It's fine.
Max
I didn't
Payne
say
was a
first
PC
person.
game.
It's fine. Where are we at?
I got
It's so terrifying. Except the last couple
The problem is you're not playing inverted.
Uh-huh. I just don't take my time
Look at her
like
ears.
I should.
And I'll be ready.
That's not a happy dog.
No.
That's a sad dog right now. Her ears are down. She's like, why is this guy petting me? He's a dick.
You know she likes me when you just run your fingers through her hair like scratch.
Smoke tick.
Yeah, you don't have to lift them. Just
He like scratches and scratches. You need to do an update or something.
I've seen her sad when I was just like, look at her. I mean, she peed. She was like, oh boy, I peed.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I know that feeling.
Alright, crabs. Alright.
What kind of relationship does Chris have? That's interesting.
So
More
who
about this relationship.
does anyone actually have this in their top 10s?
What's the safety word?
this is one of those games I've been waiting
This
for.
one.
Now we've
Yeah.
had it.
Me too.
I'm a bit. I enjoy Remedy games. I just didn't have the time this year.
Like, is there anyone actually here that has this actually in their top 10?
Make a case for
I
this
do.
game.
Top 10 most anticipated.
Or for her.
Most anticipated is
Chris.
fair.
Top 10 most anticipated.
Yeah, Chris, isn't this
I
your...
like This is in my top 10.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it for the story. I like the way that it kind of let you decide how deep in you want to get the narrative and what was going on based on. Well, there's stuff that's already happened that's been skipped here that I didn't want to bring up because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody that might play. But it's one of these, the more you dig in, the more you get out of it. Not really like Dark Souls, and that game invites you to slave over flavor text to build up the backstory. Unless you're willing to YouTube it, I guess, or whatever. But there are things, not just audio logs, but other visual clues and stuff that adds to what's going on. And you may not see it at all, it may not be seen by most of the people. But the more observant you are of certain things can get creepier or more interesting. The overall story is pretty simple to pick up, but it allows you to get as wild with it as you want, depending on how much you want to delve into side stuff. As far as, you know, fiddling with papers you find and stuff like that. I feel that the level design as it goes on, this building that's kind of like a character in the game itself, the way you can be in the same space multiple times and have it materially altered, I find exciting. The shooting is okay, it works for me. It's there because it's, you know, Remedy game. I thought it was just part of it, but the way the story's done, also just the emergent for me, the graphics in this are stunning. Also the type of game, I guess it is, where it's something's not quite right slash sci-fi slash thriller is up my alley versus something that would be fantasy stuff or, you know, other types of genres, I
Are
guess.
those people floating?
Yeah.
Are they dead?
Yes. No.
They're like possessed or something?
Spoilers.
Ish? Is there one of those lines?
What I like about the graphics, Chris, is there seems to be like they're great, but they do a really good job of adding to the atmosphere. You know, they're not like they're very high fidelity, but they actually serve the story and the they showed the story pretty well.
Also, this building, the outer part of it, the bits that's been shown is like brutalist architecture, and there's a lot of that design style that's going all through the game, and a setting or style you don't have to see in video games too much, since obviously this style of architecture has been out of vogue for 40-something years.
Am I wrong that there's no cover mechanic in this game?
No, but all this stuff you see, like, everything is physicsed and blow up like that.
That's why you love this so much. You love destructible environments.
Well, sorry for thinking that being able to push over things is cool.
No, I get it, but it's just a funny thing to like. I think with
you can
the
almost
powers,
recreate the lobby scene in the Matrix if you want to, or you don't have to. It's up to your. It's a little bit different each time you go through.
Mm-hmm.
I'm liking what I see so far. I really am.
That's just
if
something.
you're not into Remedy games, I could see. It's everybody's got their own deal. I'm a big fan of the setting, the execution, the graphical presentation. The sound design is really wild with headphones, and it's kind of one of those. What you get out of it is based on how willing you are to want to buy in. Much like Death Stranding or a lot of the other narrative-driven games this year.
Yeah.
But that's kind of my. I wouldn't say this is my number one, but it is definitely one of the best games I've played this year. It's in my top 10, probably top 5. I really like this game. I like to spend more time with it myself. But I'm kind of waiting until I get an RTX capable computer.
Well, it just noped out.
You want it to be pretty enough for you?
This game is really pretty when it's pretty and runs smooth.
It is so pretty right now, dude.
Why is the environment all red like that?
Spoilers.
Okay.
I gotta say,
this room we've already been in, by the way, but you wouldn't know. So the architecture, depending on the circumstances in the game, can randomly change on the fly. That's why I mentioned bringing up Observer from a couple years ago, because that game had that mechanic in it. But as you do these trials, like Josh is in right now, if you can complete it, this part of the building will return to what it should have been, and then the girl will continue on her quest to figure out where in the hell her brother is, which is like the underlying story of this game. She enters this building, so her brother's here looking to find it. That's kind of like the base story that drives everything that happens.
I'll be back.
Goes on from there.
Oh my god. There we go.
But yeah, should you manage to pistol all of these people, the trial will complete, or at least it's a particular one.
And so is that it? You kind of like go through these combat rooms? Are there any puzzles or?
I mean, kinda. It really. I guess the trial is the wrong word I was using, but there are situations like this where things get distorted and you've got to deal with enemies like this to, keep rolling on. It happens, but there's also boss fights and things like that.
So this is actually something you have to complete to progress.
Yeah, you have to not get murdered if you want to move through this game.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I gotta say the super liberal use of reds and like vibrant reds is not one of my favorite things. These kind of games, like I can't play them for long, or else just like the vibrancy of all the like bright reds makes me a little bummy.
Honestly,
nauseous.
Yeah.
Huh.
Am I seeing clipping a lot too, or is that just me?
Clipping.
No.
No.
Like audio clipping or what?
Like
hitching.
Visual, yeah.
No.
I don't see.
I'm
not sure.
Not right now, but
It's hard to tell in the stream because everything is a kind of stuttery and there's lots of compression artifacts, but I'm not sure on my end.
Like I don't know if that's just me, but when you get into areas like this, and especially when you die,
Oh wow.
stuff like that frequently just
Yeah.
throbbing.
No. Graceless Dragon gave us 100 bits just now.
Oh.
I'm in love with.
And he said this reminds him of Max Payne a bit.
Well, it should.
That's shit.
And then he also said this is our LOTR lore said best game of the year for me by far. So we have some people in the chat that are very into Control. I should.
As far as the red bothering you, I agree with that. I loved Ape Out this year. It's one of the nicest things I played, but I can't play it because it makes me physically ill due to the way the sound design is, even though that's the core component of the game.
Yeah.
I was probably 4 straight hours nape out having the time of my life, but I thought I was going to die if I played another minute of it. I
Like,
just
this
couldn't,
game
like,
looks
it drove me
extremely
insane.
dope. I like the animation. I like the concepts. It's just that there are certain graphical styles that just get to me if I stay in them long enough.
That's fair. I mean, that's fair.
But yeah, as for Max Payne, it should remind you of Max Payne. Remedy is the original developer behind Max Payne.
We want to get some people started on it before we put it on the stream.
Wow.
Okay, who all needs to play it? Who hasn't played Remnant?
I haven't played either.
Permanent.
All right, let's get the 3 guys started on tutorial here, and then we'll do the tutorial mission on this one on the stream.
Yeah, okay.
How does that sound?
That sounds good.
Okay.
The Pope wants you to talk to him.
Yeah.
So 2 people can start playing Remnant.
Yeah.
Still need to get a hands-on control.
Yeah, no, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just getting some people past the tutorial mission, and then we'll get this one past the tutorial mission, and then
I definitely like the.
who knows?
Like, it's very much
It might be good. It might be
not
bad. We
holding
don't
your
know
hand
yet.
on where to
It
go.
could be good to do.
Yeah, I like that because it's kind of like you have to.
You read wall signs and,
Yeah.
and company directories and all that. That's the way to navigate this game.
Yeah, exactly. You have to follow the world. Like, you have to follow the world around. And I like that instead of it just being
It might need a start.
I just had water.
thing.
Starbucks run sounds good though.
I think we probably do need a Starbucks run. To be honest.
Okay.
Can
Well,
tell you
someone
how
else
happy
should
I
tag.
am to talk to
Like, can
somebody
you tag in your?
Yeah, I'm Emily Pope. Dr. Darling.
Like shot Josh.
Yeah, my dude. Knock yourself out.
You hadn't played Control yet, right?
Huh?
Was that your first time?
Yeah, that was my first time.
Just
It's a game I definitely want to play more of, but it's just.
It's hard
There's so many games, it's hard to justify the money for all of them.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, if they spread out enough, it's smart. Apparently, no one gave the developers the heads up that fourth quarter 2020 was going to be non-stop slams with games.
Director.
Yeah.
Face.
I guess I'm switching. I'm switching into TeamSpeak.
Somehow,
What are we doing?
Starbucks.
this
Oh, Starbucks one?
Yeah.
that works.
Ooh.
Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without anyone. And just like that, my name slide is official.
Yeah.
Need some caffeine.
Like this.
We need
caffeine. Gas leaking. We're in full lockdown.
What are you feeling,
It
Blake?
seems to have spread.
What am I feeling, Blake?
everywhere.
What are you feeling, Blake?
Itchy. I feel itchy.
Itchy? Well, what are you feeling from Starbucks?
What am I feeling from Starbucks?
You are the director.
Probably
That makes you special by definition.
caffeination.
Trench
What
is
kind of
the
caffeination?
Delicious.
large Red Bull.
Delicious caffeination?
Delicious caffeination. That is my stripper name.
a lot.
Nice.
Delicious iced tea is your stripper name?
Delicious caffeination.
Oh, okay. I mean, delicious iced tea
I found
works
his
too.
body.
Let's
be honest.
Delicious frappuccino.
Do I
No,
tell her?
fat milk.
I mean, pretty much delicious any word.
The service
Yeah.
crew
Good stripper name.
also
Yeah. Delicious billboard.
crazy.
I don't know about that one.
That works. Delicious fire extinguisher.
Saying things.
I'm just looking at stuff around the office.
It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point.
Java
Push the hiss
shit.
out.
Yes, sir.
The whole group.
Have you
Okay, thank you.
Oh, you just played Control.
That's the first time I played it.
Have you played Remnant from the Ashes?
Yes.
All right.
Dude, Remnant from the Ashes is so good.
You kids are in for a treat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys really are.
This
It's
was.
very good.
This is probably making my top 10.
What, Remnant?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Shooter Souls.
Even
Yeah.
look, Jesse.
You know.
Yeah, the art design's really cool, and the enemy design's really cool.
Probably have a million more.
They do that thing with the the fantasy meets modern stuff, which is kind of cool. I mentioned that before. That I like that.
Alright.
So when you're
But
going to
there's
on Dress
something that they need to
Yes.
ask you to do
I'm just making
first.
sure.
If you can cleanse the control
TJ, you looking at the menu of copy drinks?
by the
So we're
hiss,
both in TeamSpeak
because
together.
if that's
Alright.
our
Here,
option,
can you give me my phone?
I'm gonna give you your phone. We're gonna fix this. Get it away. Get it away. Get it away.
I don't know her. I like her
Pew,
already.
pew, pew, chew, chew, chew.
The opposite.
We're up there.
You want another tea?
Yes.
I want.
Another tea?
So here's my thing that I'm debating. So I have to leave at 5 o'clock to get my flight. We're probably going to be streaming until 3. So should I just stay up for 24 hours, take the flight home, and then drive back an hour to my house?
Sleep on the plane. That's gonna be like a 5, almost 6 hour flight.
It's 3 hours. Yeah, it's 3 hours and 3 hours.
Okay, well
Yeah,
there
but
you
that's
go.
like 2 hours of sleep each run.
Okay, I guess I should do that.
Or 3 hours if you can just fall asleep. Caramel and onion.
Really?
No.
If you run that, Brian, and they don't have it, I'll put the toasted white chocolate.
I don't even know. What do you guys recommend at Starbucks? Anything?
I don't know. I'll probably get something.
I recommend a coffee drink.
What is that? What is
Krabs, can you hear me?
Frappuccino?
Yeah.
Okay.
Krabs, are you there?
Yeah, put it in speaker mode.
I thought I did.
What happened?
Oh. Maybe I do have to put it in speaker mode.
She's high as a kite.
Oh, okay.
Also, can I get a large mocha frappuccino? That's it.
So not venti.
All right, give me that test. Give me a test, Krabs.
Whatever you drink.
Yeah, my volume on my phone is a lot softer than Os's.
Non-fat, soy milk, stirred.
It's a lot wider.
That's all I heard.
Well, you can hear me now, right?
You brought a floppy to the party.
I did bring a floppy to the party. Don't copy my floppy.
Iced white chocolate mocha,
Just here
not
over there.
fat with whipped cream.
Just here over there. We have to make.
Java chip frappuccino.
Yep.
Caramel brulee frappuccino or a toasted white chocolate frappuccino.
Speak with
A
him.
venti mocha
I'm
frappuccino.
supposed to speak with. I'll speak with Emily. Put up. I see that.
Venti.
There was an
What
interact
is
in the
that?
middle of this room.
Venti tuxedo mocha with whip.
Venti
No. It's fast trim.
tuxedo
See.
mocha
I can't cleanse
with
them.
whip.
Yeah. They can just leave
It was worth
it
a
a
shot.
little
Thank
empty
you,
and then put the whip in the
Yeah.
top. And if they don't like that, what do you think, chat? Does that sound good?
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here.
Graceless Dragon wants a double shot caramel macchiato with soy milk.
Coffee should only be for closers.
Coffee is for closers, Chris. That's why you're not
That's why
getting
we're
any.
getting coffee.
Yeah, we're all closing.
It's closing
The bureau came in.
Time for
No.
you to go back
No.
to the
Stop
coffee that
You all stop
place
that right now.
is stuff.
It's not even. We're not even remotely close. I haven't made my
It's
Super
7.
Mario Maker 2
Closing
presentation.
It's 7:30. We're singing
One
closing
less
time.
call for alcohol.
Finish your whiskey or
Okay,
beer.
I'm not getting Starbucks anymore.
I know who take me home. I know who I'm wrong.
Get through this dream.
Oh my goodness.
I know who I want. Take me home.
My boss,
Who is it, Blake?
I don't know if
Um,
it showed there on the monitor,
Does that
but
sound
you could
good?
see
Natalie
the
Portman.
control lady's reflection in the other lady's eyes and her blinking.
Oh wow!
1,
During the
2,
zoom in.
3, 4.
Did you hear that?
Sorry, 1, 2, 3.
You can zoom in and you can
4,
see the
5, 6,
reflection
7,
of the
It was
woman
there
and
when
the
she
other
was
lady.
speaking when the
Should be
camera was
good.
slightly on the white shirt lady.
How do I zoom?
6
Well, there's no
drinks.
zoom button. It was just
drinks.
I
Oh.
noticed when I played through the first time.
Someone else want to
But I
come
didn't know
with
if I
us?
couldn't see it on the stream. I didn't know if it was apparent on the monitor there. I'm not really sure what all setup is.
Oh, okay.
8 drinks, probably 2 carriers.
Like the gun.
8 drinks, yeah, it was like 2 happy
A
things.
direct line of communication between the director and the
That
board.
is actually going. We're gonna
I'll
have
watch
fun with
Lola.
that.
Bring me the dupes.
Years of
I'll watch Lola.
We know how to
Just an Aussie.
Wait,
Chosen Ozzy.
Where is the hotline? It's kept in the communications department.
At a certain point, games are going to hit a graphical quality where people won't notice it because everything looks like your eye would expect it to begin with.
Yeah.
It's easier to pass off.
Yeah.
That's Tomas' department.
Although this one's not really that close yet, but it's a step in that way.
He had an HRA.
you know what?
About not wearing
I'll get an apple fritter too.
Keep an eye out.
From Starbucks?
Have you never had a Starbucks apple fritter? I don't know if they still have them. Back in the day when I worked there,
I knew they had them.
that was like the one thing I would like gank at the end of the night. Like you could take some of the pastries. I would just take.
Don't have
The apple fritters. Live off them.
They bought that La Madeleine or something with some bakery.
Yes.
And then everything got French.
Everything got French.
I said I was looking for answers, but I
For that Seattle-based coffee company.
I'm not looking for proof.
Who has not played Remnant?
I haven't.
TJ, do you want to? We've got a thing set up over here for you to start learning how to play the game. If you want to play the game.
That guy's got a squeaky face.
And then once you feel like you've had enough control, let me know, because I would like to control.
I will.
You
controlled. I will cede control to you.
Lee, can you sing that Puddle of Mud song about control?
Like controller, like controller. You
Why are you checking in on the room where Magneto is kept?
That's not Magneto's room. Look at all that metal.
Craig's already through the.
I like this 1972 carpet though.
Yeah. Oh, the red phone. That's how you get a hold of Batman.
I know this is all
The oldest house.
Does TJ stand for like Tyronius James or Tiberius?
According to me, it stands for Theodore John. According to the government, it stands for Thedodre.
Thedodre?
Yeah, my name is misspelled on my birth certificate.
Oh, how
nice.
How interesting and some. I hope not unfortunate for you. I hope it's good for you.
Unfortunate that that's also on my marriage license and my driver's license and anything else I usually apply for.
Just so you have to get all the legal things. It's plugged in already. There's a controller plugged into it.
Where?
The PC, that laptop.
That alternate first name would have been perfect for a college football career.
That's true.
Yeah. So it's this.
You could have been like the Key and Peele guys, where they have the names.
I am a lineup in that football player sketch. Thedodre Denzer.
La Carpatron Duke Marriott.
Okay.
Oh my goodness! What a amazing amount of games we have played so far today. Like, this is the most games I've played all year.
I thought that was our mandate over Thanksgiving break to game down.
Play all the games.
I played Borderlands 3 like I swore I would.
Hell yeah.
I gave a blood oath to that game.
Our welcome
And it repaid me well. Handsomely.
Shouldn't give blood to it then.
Well, you know, it was for a good cause.
I remember being so excited for Blood 2 to come out.
Which one?
Blood Part 2.
Are you into the blood games?
The old Monolith game.
Yeah, I played the first one. I didn't play 2 though.
Why are you fighting this guy, Greg?
I don't know, I just started shooting him. I'm like, oh, I can do damage to teammates. Sweet.
They ended up making that and Shogo Mobile Armor Division and something else off that engine. And Blood 2 was the first game they were using to show it off.
Why are you playing with me?
And a sweet demo. Back when
I don't know
demos
how to
were
get out. I'm stuck.
Yeah.
Well, we should look at your,
Back when I had to go to the library and download demos off of happypuppy.net and then put them on disk and take them home.
But you have invisibility on your phone. That's cool.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Why are they pissed at me?
Because they hate you. They told me so.
Don't bring him back.
This is still a lot like Quantum Break, just kind of a different approach.
That meter in the reticule, what is that?
Your ammo, I think, right?
Your pistol,
Okay. I thought so, but...
You should set it to private.
Actually, yeah, it is. I'm an idiot.
Well, I don't even know how to get out of here. I'm trying to figure out how to go into the
Offline? What did you say?
No, don't go offline. Just go to private. Like, so no one
Friends
can
only?
see it, yeah.
Okay.
Greg, you should change that setting.
Okay.
Okay. so much red.
Sorry.
Oh.
So you don't do good with the Virtual Boy?
No. That definitely also made me very barfy if I played for more than like 15 minutes at a time.
Squire's there in the chat. I'm locked in a prison of my own mind. I'm not in a room. Well, I mean, technically I'm in a room.
It is the room.
Do you like the fast travel option?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen that before.
You can fast travel in Control?
You can apparently.
Just to skip through BS?
Get him, David. Fuck up
Nice
the DMV.
There it is again. A
That's right.
welcome message.
I just needed a simple form. Just changing of address. That's all I was doing.
I just needed to change my name from the Doger.
It would be cool if they released a DLC that was like, let you spend 2 days at this office before shit went down. Nothing exciting happens, but it'd be cool to see.
Yeah, so these people floating, why are these people like floating in the air?
They are possessed by the hiss.
The hiss?
that's
Like Cobra?
Yeah.
Glass shatter tech.
And you're a psychic? Are you the psychic girl from Quantum Break?
Like, how
No,
do we
you
get out
just
of
entered
this?
this as a
place?
regular
Like,
gal,
there's like
but
no
this
exit or
building-
mission map or...
This building is, it's not just a regular building.
I was trying to follow that skull, but like that didn't do anything.
Is this building rose red, but like not, but like CIA rose red?
Yeah.
They should have gone to the...
I knew it.
Go in there. Yeah, that's how you leave.
They dive a bit into it in the FMV that was skipped earlier. Or whatever it was called in the intro. But you learn more about the building and its history and what exactly they're doing in the lower floors as
I
you
feel like
progress.
the building has a story.
Yeah, that's cool.
Also, just shoot one of those desks up. I need this.
That just keeps me back to
Oh.
What you were trying to do, right?
David wants to see how destructible it is.
Those people just run by them and have no idea.
Oh, there we go. Interesting.
You spin the chair.
I'm trying to hit it on the sides. Of this. There we go.
Nice.
Let's see how fast we can get it going. Ah,
This is emergent gameplay.
it is. I need a file. Hold on. It's pretty cool, actually.
You think there will ever be a Resident Evil game where they relax from the design constraints of the slower controls to make something bigger and more wide open like this?
I don't really like. It depends on the game. If they would ever do something in the vein of an RE4 again, yeah.
It's kind of like Dark
But survival horror, like bigger and open. I mean, the controls in RE2 remake are true 3D. They're
Yeah. It's a nice upgrade.
yeah.
But yeah, the entire design of a game has to be changed if you're going to make something as wide open as the way this handles it.
Yeah, so I don't think it would fit their kind of return to survival horror, but I don't know.
I don't know if I ever got your official opinion on 7.
Oh, the movie? Or RE7, sorry.
No,
I was like, don't look in the box.
in the box.
Your opinion on Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey?
Michael J. Fox is great. I liked RE7 quite a bit. I think that it's the first half is better. I didn't like the last. Yeah, the last hour or two didn't. Like, we moved away from RE5 and 6 for a reason, but I really liked it.
You think they're gonna go back in that direction once they get into remaking the other 7 games?
I think they do, because I don't think Capcom is necessarily the one remaking RE3. Like, they would have had to have multiple teams on it.
Think they farmed that out?
I think they did, yeah. Like,
There it is again.
if the RE engine is solid, they have RE Make 2 as a template. I would venture that whatever team's working on RE3 remake started it before RE2 remake even shipped. They would have had to have at this point.
They probably have their best and brightest on making Monster Hunter stuff for the money reasons.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, RE2 remake sold really. I know just in the context of the franchise, it outsold 7 in like a week or two.
Yeah, I think 7 rebuilt some of the goodwill needed that 6 ruined. That helped to come out. Even I don't think it was just nostalgia that drew people into 2.
No, not at all. 7 was definitely, if not for 7 being so well received first, I don't think there would have been nearly as much as nearly as much as in 2. RE6, I love that series, and I didn't finish RE6. I thought it was garbage.
No, RE7 does technically the rest of the original.
Very loosely.
Yes.
Well, you didn't like West.
I like the idea that maybe they go in a bunch of different places for follow-up games that don't necessarily have to be hard tied into the main lore.
Oh yeah, so
give them an excuse to try new shit over and over.
Yeah, I didn't finish my answer to your question, but I think that they have another team working on 3, and I think that they are probably working on an RE8 that moves forward from what 7 did.
Probably going to be a PS5 game.
Yeah, exactly. As much as I don't, I'll touch on this later. I didn't enjoy 2 remake just because it was a throwback. I feel like it is more of a new game than a throwback, but I'm all for moving forward as well with RE8. I actually thought 3 was just okay back in the day, so I'm not nearly as jazzed about remaking.
I don't remember it being very good, although I was stand for Code Veronica versus my friends on 3.
Code Veronica is much better than 3.
I disagree.
3, the shining star of 3 is Nemesis. Other than that, it's another Resident Evil game.
I remember it being very pixelated. That's what I remember about 3.
Well, it was the 3rd RE game on PlayStation in as many years.
They were pushing the limits of the calculator they were building it for.
Yeah, they really were.
There was a lot of things that 3 did well that set up very well for Code Veronica.
Well, they were made simultaneously.
Yeah, they were developed in tandem.
But was any of it that...
The Resident Evil 2 team made Veronica.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 3, it's the first one to really step outside of the one location that you often see.
No, that's not true. 2, you're in 3 different locations, also outside.
Yeah, but you're almost always confined to those locations once you're out. Resident Evil 3 went through the city, went through the hospital, went through the police station.
You're being lured in by smoke and mirrors. Like, RE3 was not exactly an open world. The streets were basically an interior environment because you could only go through so many.
It wasn't open world, but it did, establish a lot more of Raccoon City than the previous games.
It made it feel like a place.
Yeah, we're gonna fight. I'm not saying I disliked 3, but it was getting a little tired for me by that point.
It was the fixed camera angles thing. Sorry, go ahead, Blake.
I don't remember 3 at all.
There's not a lot to remember about 3 outside.
Nemesis.
There's a reason they waited a long time.
I remember the hospital being terrifying.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
the elevator. The elevator was terrifying.
They had to remake 1 the first time.
Well, you know what though? 1 was a critical darling, but it did not. It was a commercial failure, which is why they changed directions for 4, which still bums me out because I think RE1 remake is just a phenomenal game. It's one of my favorite games of all time, but the formula was the dead horse had been beaten to a fine pace by that point. Like, you want some control? I need to play this game more when I can follow what's happening, but
yeah,
it feels...
There's so many games today that are not getting their fair shake because they're not meant to be played orgy style.
No. I will say, though, that I love the movement. The controls are really snappy and fluid. It almost feels like I'm playing a 90s FPS. Like, it's just really zippy and snappy.
Yeah.
Let's see that.
It's a bit like a Rockstar thing without the built-in input lag that they throw behind their dudes. A lot more immediacy to the controls, even though it looks less realistic.
Yeah.
You bounce around like you're doing.
90s FPS, I can see.
Although I heard that this game bombed real super nasty. So
you know what? They followed up on that a week or so ago. It sold a lot better than they thought. I think it kind of broke even, maybe a little better. So it wasn't like a smash hit, but it wasn't the bomb that everyone was kind of thinking it might be at first.
More like a smash mouth hit.
Yeah.
I think it's really hard to push a single player narrative game that's not super flashy. Because, I mean, what's flashy about the game? You know,
Ah,
it
no!
takes place in an office building. It's...
Yeah.
I remember the hospital.
What
wasn't
did it
free
go
a
head
lot.
to head with? It came out the end of August against something else that was really big.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm blanking on what it was.
It was the end of August. I'd have to look it up.
I would
There's
also...
a shitload of games that came out from the middle of August through the beginning of October.
August was a lot busier than I expected it to be.
It's the beeping.
How's a PlayStation controller?
I should refer to the Shacknews video game release guide of 2018-19.
Well, this controller isn't working. There we go. Resume the game. Resume.
In August, it went up against Remnant, Life is Strange 2, Episode 4, Astral Chain.
Astral Chain.
It went up against Children of Morta, Monster Hunter World, Iceborne.
Oh, there you go.
Gears of War 5 the following week.
Monster Hunter World,
Borderlands
Iceborne.
3 a week and a half after.
Yeah, Iceborne would do it.
Link's Awakening a week after that.
Yikes.
If you get people to spend $60 on a single player campaign, they're going to play Link's Awakening.
Ah. Why isn't the controller working? Oh well. I guess I'll try and make do.
I remember the hospital being like... I remember the VO in that game
Where am
being
I going?
better, but still pretty bad.
Carlos was terrible.
Yeah. Don't worry, Jill. I'll find the cure.
Yeah.
Who is he talking to? Like, I was like...
Himself. He's motivating himself.
I guess, yeah.
Pumped up. Yeah.
All of those games were super cheesy around that time, though.
But
It didn't help that I didn't like Umbrella and like the Umbrella cleanup squad either.
Oh, you mean their facade to look like
Carlos.
they did shit?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought Nikolai was a really, really good bad guy.
Oh, that's a cool death, too. Abominous. He just kills himself. That's such a good death.
I'm looking forward to RE3 remake because I think it'll be an opportunity to make that game a lot better than it was.
I hope it's exactly as garbage as it was the first time.
It definitely won't be.
This feels like trash. I love it. You still like my friend?
I don't think it was a bad game. It was just the formula was getting played by that point.
You're talking to somebody who liked the original Sonic before the redesign.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
I was ready for that train wreck to ruin everything.
I actually don't think they should have. I mean, I think that the redesign looks great, and the trailer actually won me over. But I don't think they should have caved to the internet on that. Like, my 10-year-old nephew was like, I saw the trailer, it's awesome. Like, Sonic is a kid's thing, and kids are going to see it. So they spent a bunch of money on something that I don't know. Like, the Target demo, everyone bitching and moaning about the redesign probably were not going to pay to see that movie anyway.
Yeah, a bunch of old nerds.
I don't know, man. Like, they changed the writing of it, too. Like, they took out Meow. I think they realized that, like...
It's still Jim Carrey,
I don't know about that. Sonic has a really hardcore fan base.
Dude, their fans are vicious on YouTube. It's crazy.
Yeah. They get that way over the games. I can imagine how they got over the movie.
They have a lot to be desperate for, I think.
Sonic, he can really move.
Hot take, Sonic the Hedgehog was never a good game.
Sonic.
Not only was it not a good game, it was never a good, it was never a good show.
Didn't you give Sonic Mania an 8?
Didn't you always
because it did what it did really well.
Did really
like,
well.
I can be objective. The thing about Sonic that I love the music, I love the visuals, and I love that, the quote-unquote blast processing, right? Like, the sense of speed in that game was great, but you weren't really playing. Once you had to control Sonic, I thought it was just a very kind of floaty, generic platformer.
Yeah.
And that's not really my bag, but Sonic Mania is a total love letter to that franchise, and I respected that. I played it a lot as a kid.
Sonic
Mania was outstanding, and then everything went to hell with Sonic Forces.
Yeah.
Sonic's whole philosophy is telling you to go fast and then punishing you to go for going fast.
That is true, yeah.
Yeah.
But then, like, when you go fast, you're not playing. You're just, like, watching things go by.
It's a bit
David,
of a
you
paradox.
went too fast.
And then you have to play, and you're like, wow, where's Mario?
Where's Mario?
But it did what Nintendo.
Yeah, that's right.
He's at the Olympic Games with Mario and Sonic. That's.
We don't have Asif here to rant about Sonic.
You know what? I
The
still
best
save
Sonic
this.
game is Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed.
I asked him, like, do you want me to review Sonic Mania? Do you know that time? And he goes, yes, take this shit. I was like, okay.
Awesome, this is a good one. the janky one.
You didn't listen.
And yes, Team Sonic Racing was good. Sonic Racing instructions were good. I like Sonic Racing.
I played the one over 8 years ago or so.
Like Sonic Racing All-Star Transform, whatever the hell that title is. Team Sonic Racing. Those are good games.
Oh, wait, what's Melee? Never mind, I'm dead.
Sonic
I
Melee.
split mocha non-fat.
Never mind, I'm dead.
You get to be all fancy. I believe I had a straw.
Venti white mocha, right?
I think out of the
just a regular mocha.
the many games
What archetype did you go with?
that I need to catch up on, Chris, I think Control is at the top of my list. I really liked what I played of it. I just need to kind of be able to follow the thread.
What is what is Punch?
Punch.
Was there a Melee in this game?
This one you probably want to hold your distance from the dudes.
Okay.
Eventually you will gain, not really melee abilities, but stuff that will help you mitigate the congestion of dudes.
This feels more like Destiny than Dark Souls.
Dark Souls mechanics come into it when you die and some of the experience.
Because I'm guessing like you have like sections of the world you just kind of
What?
through to get shit.
I'm just starting.
Concept, you're just in time. We're talking about Sonic.
Cynic.
You can really move.
He can really move. He's got attitude.
He's the fastest thing alive.
Good.
I do usually talk about that Sonic started as a way to
I love me some Brulee.
personification of the Sega brand. And now Sonic has love kids. Like kid-friendly franchise.
Oh, I'm playing the thingy. Hold on.
Oh.
Oh no. Thank you.
You died because it doesn't
Which one
pause.
did you choose?
Do I get my health back, or do I need to charge my health somehow?
Can we get rid of some of the trash over here?
It'll kind of
yeah,
come
send
back,
some-
but
send
very
some over.
slowly.
Okay.
You need to pick up the important things.
Oh no.
Drop the line where,
I killed a guy.
But I'm usually fine. Yeah. Dude, lately
I did kill a dude, so I got that going for me.
Pardon. One more. There.
Chris, earlier we didn't have you on TeamSpeak, but did you have anything you wanted to say about Sekiro?
I enjoyed it very much as a person that doesn't usually like the From Software games. I like that it leaned very heavy versus what I played in Dark Souls. Although most of the time I was doing Dark Souls, I did parry-based stuff, so it was easy for me to pick up. I thought that graphically it was a nice step up that I've been waiting from Software. The setting was nice. The HDR worked wonderfully. Really helped make that game. It's transformative almost in the quality for that particular game. I found most of the sub-boss fights and boss fights to be pretty exciting. I guess it was missing a bit of the variety from how the gameplay drastically changed in the Soul games depending on the type of weapon you took, but I mean, I felt it was pretty solid. I could definitely see argument for having it in my top 10, and I could probably be talked into it. I liked it.
Yeah.
Although sometimes I wonder if I enjoyed the Surge 2 a little more, mostly based on the setting and the way its story worked. But
Yeah.
the gameplay was slightly more fluid still. Well, I don't know. It depends. Once I got Surge 2 running smoothly, I don't know, it was also crazy smooth.
Oh. Yeah, I
So
played
I like both.
I played Sekiro on PC. It was really, really smooth. It looked great.
Yeah, it ran great, looked great. I liked it. Still say probably Dark Souls 3 might still be my favorite, but I definitely like Sekiro better than Souls 1 or 2 and Bloodborne.
Have you played Bloodborne?
I've played like an hour and a half of Bloodborne 2 different times, and just like I'm willing to wait for the eventual PC port in 22 years. Games are abysmal at 30 frames a second.
Yeah.
And I hope that what's the next game called? They've already announced the name, but they haven't shown it.
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. I hope that they undo the frame rate lock on that, so it can be like the Surge 2.
You're gonna get the Bloodborne.
The combat is so much more fun when it's
Unlike
quicker.
the frame rate. There are dozens of us.
You'll
You'll get the Bloodborne
Here's
port
what
right
I'm
after
learning
the
about
Dark Souls
control.
port.
What are you learning about control?
I'm not very
I
good
just
at it.
finished playing through Demon's
You know what?
Souls
I
on my PC.
I was talking about.
You're supposed to use your telekinesis and throw chunk at
I have telekinesis.
I kind of wish this game would just pick either being like supernatural powers or shooter.
Where's my? How do I use my powers?
I'm trying to.
So you played
I don't know how to
Control
do it on
before you
PC.
left, right?
or on
I played
controller,
Control
that-
at Judges.
Oh, I was going to say, Chris and I
looking
were
at the
talking
chat.
about this. The feel of it, even though it's third person, the snappy, zippy feel of the controls, it feels like a 90s first-person shooter, like in a good way.
How do I use my powers?
Yeah, like if you set a Resident Evil game inside
gotta
this
believe.
building, like it'd be pretty cool.
They'd be...
Yeah, the
This
building
giant
though
office
is the
building
definite
with
star of
little
this
raccoon
game,
city.
and I would love to see other games
Chris, how do I use my
make use of this
superpowers?
architectural style. How do you use your powers? Get farther than the first 30 minutes of the game.
So I don't have them yet.
It's gradual.
Damn it, Chris.
In true video game tradition, you don't start as good. Also, these guys' heads exploding reminds me a little bit of the end of the first Kingsman movie. Spoilers.
The end of the first what?
Kingsman movie?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Like Nicole's watching. Everyone's ahead of Nicole.
Hi Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
What about Nessie's Nessie?
Yeah, she's all over Nicole because she's done. Nessie's done to one
Well,
pair.
Nessie's our Shack Pets Battle Royale winner.
is.
Anybody here play Metro Exodus?
Metro Exodus, never heard of it.
It's cool.
It's cool.
just below the
Yeah.
Okay, keep that in your pocket.
Just swing it, you know. You're like, oh, you think your dog's so cute? Let's see how cute this thing is now.
Negative campaign ads.
Negative campaign ads.
It's definitely the best version of Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl turned into a more conventional shooter type game.
I can already see you're planning that.
It's based off of.
You're like, do you want a dog that looks this terrified? Why does it look so scared?
Bucky never trusts anybody. Can we really trust a campaign dog that doesn't trust anybody?
I trust Bucky. He's sweet.
He's always like, he behaved himself today. He didn't tear up the house.
You're getting much better at shooting.
All day.
Thank you.
There you go.
Every game has an adjustment period, though. Nobody can come in clean and pajama
We
clean.
take him outside.
That's good. That's great.
Yeah, he made some progress today. He's a good boy.
I love hearing his sister's celebrity dog. He's very rambunctious, a puppy. So for Halloween, she gave him a tie. I said, "What's his costume?" They said, "He's going as a good boy."
I feel like that's,
It's just the costume.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Wasn't that yours, Blake? I brought you a Coke.
No,
wait.
I didn't. I brought you a Coke Zero or a root beer.
Yeah, I brought you a root beer.
Come on, boys, chase me around a little. I'm playing hard to get.
Just skibbly doobly 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 dee.
Why don't you try and put a little bow in my bodie-o-dell? Don't mind if I bodie-o-dudley-do.
Sure, it's good to have some hydro out
This
there.
isn't just any problem. We have a remnant from the ashes. Oh, he said it. He said it 5 minutes. He said the thing. He said the thing.
Did he really say that? I didn't even see it.
No, I don't know. We're not running the sound on any of these computers, so it's very
Here we go. What's all this crap?
We can plug headphones into the computer.
Whoa.
We might have to. We're already do.
Okay, well.
Well, that was fun.
I've certainly died a lot.
Okay. So who hasn't played Control? Anyone? I played.
Okay. Why don't we get Remnant set
Anyone
up?
played? Josh played?
Josh, have you played Control?
He played before you guys left.
Oh, that's right.
You know what? Let's set up friggin' Remnant.
Do you want to switch back to the camera over there?
Yeah, let's go to the We'll Be Right Back or the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me, DJ. After these messages,
we'll be right back.
Boom.
Wow.
We're on camera right now.